Also known as musical comedy in its early days, musicals provide an experience which combines all of the arts into one brilliant performance. The skills that are involved in the making of a musical are prop making, construction, painting, acting, singing, dancing, and instrumental ability, plus more.
No habrá ningún lugar donde esconder mi corazón rebelde color. Tus cenizas espartiré al viento para siempre. Acabaré contigo sin piedad.
The first musical comedy as we know it was first born on Broadway in a series of shows starring Ned Harrington and Tony Hart.
Produced between 1878 and 1884, these musicals portrayed a clownish vaudeville feel, accompanied by catchy songs and phrases, and a dialogue for gags from song to song.
Other brands of musical existed too, like the post-Civil War African-American minstrel troupes and burlesque. Many of their smash hits are performed today. They still have some recognizable tunes and names. Some of their successes include The Pirates of Penzance, HMS Pinafore, Patience, and The Mikado, most performed today. In the early 20th century, most musicals were upbeat celebrations of American
Son dos garras, hay que hacerle un pilín de miel, que quede bien. Ay, y sin caspa, le podríamos dar una línea más chic.
Que pierda la agudeza.
Elegante, fresca a la vez.
Worth mentioning happening in the 1910s, however, in the 1920s, things sped up. In Broadway's busiest year, as many as 50 new musicals would open in a single season. Some new composers included Rodgers and Hart, Cole Porter, and the Gershwins. And one of the most popular and powerful musicals ever made. The overall biggest hit of the 90s was Lion King, a large budgeted show with lots of puppets and extensive costuming.
You know that you're seeing people, but what gives you a sense that those are also animals is in the movement.
It's been inspired by Indonesian and Balinese and Javanese movement. This beautiful form of movement used in Indonesia had a great fluidity and great strength about it. You have a 600-pound beast moving, but it still moves with great strength and beauty.
These different dance styles and performance styles using masks and puppets are all brought together, and that was Julie's idea.
It's taking a human type of movement and giving it animal traits, and so just a slight adjustment of the arms and the way that the actor moves.
People often think when you audition for a musical, oh, I can sing, I can dance, I can act.
With our show, it really requires an expertise in very specific things.
Contemporary choreography of Garth, we marry that to different puppet and mask techniques from around the world, and that becomes the movement of the Lion King, whereby people represent animals as well as plants. And that's very dependent upon this precise movement that the actors do.
the longest time, Broadway's plagued with sad and depressing musicals. People are not coming to shows anymore. That was thrown aside with the creation of the producers from Mel Brooks. The show is coming from a comedic genius who was successful in film and show.
I want to be the first man you remember. I want to be the last man you forget. I want to be the one you'll always turn